HQN Books and HarlequinAudio present Snowfall on Lighthouse Lane by JoAnn Ross, performed by Ashley Klanac. Chapter 1. October, Washington State Coast. Life, as Aiden Mannion knew firsthand, could be dangerous. Anything could happen. You could be hit by a taxi while sightseeing in Times Square. Run headfirst into a tree while skiing down a diamond run pretending you were Bodie Miller. Or you could be a cop who got up one morning, headed off to work on the Joint Police Department of Homeland Security detail you'd been assigned to, and, out of the blue, end up in the ER getting a slug dug out of your thigh, while your partner was being wheeled off to the morgue. He watched the fishing boats chug along beneath a gray quilted sky from the deck of his family's vacation house. Out on the horizon, a storm was brewing, bringing to mind all the ships that had sunk into the sea off this wild, rugged Washington coast, including ancestors from the Harper side of his family. He took a long drink of coffee. It was black and thick and sweet. It was his 30th day waking up without a hangover, which has to be an improvement, right? Too bad no one's around to give you your 1-month chip. The dry response had him realizing he'd spoken out loud. It also made him laugh for the first time in a very long while. You were always such a smartass. Takes one to know one, dude. His former partner shot back with that flash of grin that was the last thing Aiden remembered seeing before all hell broke loose. When Bodie Warfield's ghost had first appeared on the ferry headed to Honeymoon Harbor, Aiden had thought he was a hallucination. That was weird because after attending Bodie's funeral, with all the pomp and ceremony that occurred when a police department lost one of their own, he'd purposefully waited until he'd gotten here to the coast house to start drinking. Having witnessed too many drunk driving deaths during his LAPD patrol days, no way was he going to risk causing another. But after drinking himself to oblivion for the first several weeks and waking up with a hangover the size of Mount Olympus, he'd come to the conclusion that being a drunk was getting boring. So he'd just stopped. Cold turkey, the same way he'd quit the cops. But Bodie had continued to hang around. "Don't ghosts get cold?" Aiden asked. Bodie glanced down his California beach-tanned chest at the Hawaiian print board shorts he was wearing, instead of the leather biker dude duds he'd been wearing when killed. "Surfers are too chill to get cold," he said. They'd been an odd couple. The laid-back surfer, who'd changed his name from Broderick to that of Patrick Swayze's surfer bank robber character from Point Break, then had joined the cops mostly to piss off his liberal psychologist professor parents. And the Marine-turned-vice cop, who still carried an edge from his bad boy days. But that difference had made them a great team, like Starsky and Hutch, Men in Black's Agents J and K, Lethal Weapon's Murtaugh and Riggs, and Miami Vice's Crockett and Tubbs, who even Bodie had reluctantly admitted would win on the chill factor. "But hey," his partner would say whenever the topic would come up, "they were just actors playing roles. We're the real deal, Mannion." And they had been, until they weren't. "Someone's coming," Bodie said. Apparently, death gave you preternatural senses, because it was another few seconds before Aiden heard the car rumbling across the bridge over the creek fed by glacier waters that would soon be icing up for the winter.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?